units from Frosty and some constant pressure, so it's hard to deal with. Got to root this one down. Getting in some drones there for some offense. Those Zerglings are coming in. Looks like he's wearing down that army, getting in some reinforcements from the back. And yeah, sure enough, he's able to push out this Protoss player. But a little bit of change in the game dynamics, because now the Zerg player doesn't have his expansion and the Protoss player does have his expansion. So we'll see if the Protoss player is able to come back based on that. Here we go, a couple Zerglings just going down. But definitely has about the same size army right now. I can see that unit count staying right there in line with one another. And the Zerg player taking out these rocks, it looks like, so he's going to be able to expand there. And does he have vision on the map? See, both players, I think, control... No, he doesn't... Monk doesn't control this, but the Zerg... You can see the Zerg player does control this Selnaga. So some pretty good reads on when the troops are coming. And with the speedlings, he's able to get back in time. So that's kind of that aggression that you can have as the Zerg player. And we see the Protoss takes the advantage in terms of harvesters. And he's up in the income right now. So a little bit of a turn in the tides, and then robotics facility going down for the Protoss, maybe taking a Colossus. I would recommend that. Of course, he's not going to get immortals when he sees his opponent doesn't have anything with armor. And then some Evo chambers. I think the Zerg player knows that he does have to catch up to this one upgrade. It is really bad news for those Zerglings. The space is almost about up, so we're going to see if the Zerg player turns into some economic build, trying to recuperate. And he is going for that third expansion, so he does want to get back in the lead in terms of the economy. Still dropping those creep tumors, always a good thing to do. Spread that creep, and now that the back door is broken, you know, he's really got to make sure that he maintains a good defense over here as well as out here. And then he's going to want to connect this creep too. Sending out some Zergling scouts, we'll see what he sees. He's going to take out this Zealot right here. A little surround on him. Yeah, you see those, just two-shotting those Zerglings. It's just nasty. What are you going to do about that? And then, Zerg, is he able to control that tower? Yeah, he does see all these stalkers coming in. And, oh, no. Oh, yeah, he gets the pylon down. Able to do that. That's pretty important. Then the Protoss player doesn't have the vision. And he's not going to be able to warp in units on that middle of the map. So it really allows for not so much map control by the Zerg player, but not map control by the Protoss player, blocking him out from doing that kind of stuff. And there we go, the missile attack. And looks like, is that speed for roaches going down? I don't even know if he has. Yeah, he's getting a lot of roaches now, doing a little tech switch there. And yeah, he is going for Colossus. So once your opponent gets Colossus, you do want that that big army stack, and you can get roaches at that point, because roaches are more durable versus the Colossus. They're, you know, decently high hit point unit with 145 hit points and an armor, and they survive better versus Colossus than, you know, the Zerglings and the Hydralisks, who are more higher damage dealing, low HP units. And Zerg player, you can see he's really going to start to kick up this economy with this gold base. There you go, he's taking a pretty firm lead. And although he's pretty low on the harvesters relative to the Protoss player, he does have a gold, which is very good. And then he has the ability to saturate both of these bases while the main is getting mined out for, it looks like, both players right now. Let's look at this pretty big army size. The Protoss player definitely has an advantage in terms of the size, in terms of the cost of the army. But the Zerg player will be able to produce just ridiculous amounts of units pretty shortly. That, yeah, it's boosting up his harvester count, really getting back in the game in terms of that. And then he does see that this army is moving out. So what is the Zerg's position? What's his move going to be right now? I'm surprised that he is going backdoor on this guy. Maybe he's going for a base trade, but he should know that these units are right here. Does he see it? I don't know if he sees it coming in. There's the Colossus, just picking off the queen, using those ledges. I hate Colossus on ledges as a Zerg player. And the Zerg, yeah, he's going to push in on the Protoss guy. Protoss player Monk, maybe able to get him while Monk is just out. And this force is definitely going to be enough to take down this base. So is Monk going to push in? Yeah, he's pushing in. He's going to go for somewhat of a base trade. I think the Zerg is in a great position here, because if he can hold this base with some reinforcements and take out this base and move back to defend his base in time, he is in a very, very good position. And we can see that the army size of the Zerg player is actually more, but it's offset by the amount of harvesters. So pretty equal army size for the players right now, but the Zerg definitely in a better position, able to take out the only real mining base of the Protoss player and move in on the Protoss player, while the Protoss player just got the second expansion of the Zerg player. And here goes the Zerg, making sure he still has an income, expanding to that top regular mineral base, and taking out some vital tech structures right there. No more Colossus are going to be harassing these units. Protoss player probably going to be able to take out this army, but I don't think he's going to be able to recover economically. And the Zerg player, you can see the Zerg player's unit count just shooting up above the Protoss player. Even though he's losing his whole army, he's got mad production going on, getting a Spire even. And yeah, he's just going to be able to come back and devastate this Protoss player, because the Protoss player is not going to be able to move across the map that fast. And you can see income-wise, he's got nothing going on right now. He's really got to get an expansion up, and he's really got to do something to control the Zerg's rapid expansion. It's 23 roaches right here, so really going an all roach army. I'm surprised he's not mixing in some Hydralisks to this army mix, but either way, he's got the ability to just own the Protoss player in production. So we'll see what's going to happen. Get some Corruptors going on right now, take out these few remaining Colossus, and then probably just push out for the win, because Zerg player knows he's in a great position. There's the Corruptors. Got some on the playing field right now, 7 of them. Definitely enough to take out those Colossus. And this army just isn't going to match up well versus the Roaches. Even with the well-placed force fields, it's just Zealots versus Roaches is not exactly what you want. These Corruptors are taking down those Colossus, and it looks like one last stand for the Protoss player, and these Roaches are going to overwhelm them, and they're not going to be able to get past these Spine Callers anyways. So let's see that. Almost no income for him. The Zerg player getting back up to 2 bases. There's the good game from Monk, well played, and good game from Frosty. So Frosty, the Zerg player, taking game 1 in this SC2GG weekly week number 7 tournament. Pretty impressive macro by the Zerg player, able to expand and repeat expanding, even though he lost his expansion, by that great strong mid-game push by the Protoss player. You always see that by Protoss players, some really strong mid-game pushes with that balanced army. But Frosty with a good job, able to come back and just keep that macro alive throughout the whole game to push back on the Protoss player. So let's go to game 2. It's One Man Zerg from the UEN.com signing off. Check out game 2 right now.